we walked down that escalator and we poked our head through this little door, and it's massive. It is overwhelming. It is so massive, that floor. Please just tell me you're at least bringing yourself to go see this floor. You know, it's a big opportunity. You definitely want to come. Meet some old dogs that have been in the trade for a little bit. They're going to give you some tips and tricks. Hello, how we all doing? Oh man, it is April 1st. It is April Fool's Day. I promise one thing, I will not be doing any fool's jokes on this podcast here. But heck, by the time you guys listen to it, it's going to be April 3rd anyway. So what do we have coming up in the month of April? It is definitely my favorite time of the year when it comes to Square Coil in the business, because this is the ISA Expo. Oh man, we are right there. We're right there to go and meet everybody and see everybody. I will tell you what we've done. So I'm gonna Quentin Tarantino this thing and say we are ready for the ISA Expo. We are all set. But let me tell you how we got here. First off, I want to talk, and I'm going to put my sign owner hat on, and I'm going to talk about the sign company. So at Integrated Signs, we launched a new operating system for running the managers, not for the day-to-day grind, that's Square Coil, but I wanted to be able to show our vision, our mission statement, where our company's going, and be able to talk about things. So we launched that operating system with us for the last 3 weeks. We're still working all the kinks out. And I said, who wants to learn about our industry? Who wants to see what are all the great things and what's going to happen, and where is the world, taking us in the way of this industry, and what new piece of machinery out there that are going to make our lives easier, give a better quality product to our clients. Those are all the things that we're looking for. And I had my install coordinator. He was like, I might be interested. I had my production manager might be interested. We had a couple salespeople be interested. And I said, okay, what do you really think you're going to get out of it? And then, it's kind of hoes and hums and a little bit of this and that. And it was kind of funny to watch all of that. But at the end of the day, my production manager is going so he can see what the shop's going to need. The president of Integrated Signs is going to go, and I will be there. And unfortunately, I will be at the Square Coil booth for those 3 days. So I won't be able to walk the floor for Integrated Signs, see what new toys they have. But my production manager and the president will be there. And so we have that going on. What do you guys do? Do you fly your team out there? Do you take your key personnel and bring them out there and throw them on the floor and say, hey, go find out what we need to do? Do you yourself go to the ISA Expo? If you've never been, holy moly, you're missing out. The first time I went to the expo was 11 years ago. Oh man, I went down the escalator. They had it turned off because, they don't care to spend any money for the vendors. When you guys get there, the patrons, of course, all the red carpets come out. But we walked down that escalator and we poked our head through this little door, and it's massive. It is overwhelming. It is so massive, that floor. And it's going to take you days to walk the floor. Days. Just want to take a moment to talk about Square Coil here. Square Coil has been powering the signage industry since 2011, and we're only growing bigger and better and stronger every single day. Some of the latest updates have just made my life a lot easier. I'm sure it's going to make your life a lot easier. So if you haven't checked us out, go ahead and get on our website, squarecoil.com. Take a look. And if you have an outdated key, an old software program that's going to be closing its doors this year, definitely take a look at us, because we can make that transition real simple for you. Take a look at squarecoil.com. You can walk the floor in about 5 hours if you talk to nobody and stare at your shoes. Yeah, you could walk it in 5 hours, but you truly immerse yourself and understand all of the different booths that are there, what they're selling, what problems they're trying to bring solutions to. That is what you're looking for. And you got to talk to each member at the booth. You got to see what they're having to say. What is the next step? What's going to be happening? Who was it? I'm going to say a print company because I cannot remember. And the last thing I want to do is throw a shout out to the wrong print company. They had a 3D print. You could literally take the print and move it, and that object was 3D rotating. I think they had a dinosaur and he was walking across there as they 3D printed it. It was spectacular. Absolutely amazing. If I wasn't at the expo, I'd have no idea that we could 3D print stuff or print a 3D optical illusion. Amazing. Some of the new UV prints that are coming out, the new substrates that are coming out, very amazing. The Adams channel letter bender, that's got some upgrades on it. That's coming out. God knows all tech's always on the new platforms, whether Ford or Chevy or Dodge or whatever platform you park itself onto, you're going to have some there. Freightliner. There's just always something new and exciting out there, and they're trying to put their best foot forward. They're trying to show you all the things that they thought they've made a solution for over the past year, and they're trying to show off. God knows I'm going to show off at Square Coil. I mean, that's no doubt. Show all the new toys that we have, all the new features, make your life easier, more automation. We're going to be showing all those new bells and whistles. But for the owner, who are you bringing? And please just tell me you're at least bringing yourself to go see this floor. It's a big opportunity. And it's expensive. Not for you, for us. So it's taking off the sign owner hat and putting on the Square Coil hat, it's a $50,000, $60,000 investment. By the time you got your booth, your hotel rooms, you pay for the booth, you get down there, lodging, setup, takedown, travel. It's no joke. So when we're there, we really want to put our best foot forward. So when you guys walk into the booths that you see and you say hi to somebody, give them a second and tell them what they're doing and what solutions we're bringing to the table. They spent a lot of money to be there to show off to you. Now, whether you purchase or not, that's up to you. That's not the problem. But take your time. And if you do use them, tell them you use their products. That feels good. It feels good for us. My Square Coil family, if you run Square Coil, you already know that we have a family. You already know that our family is strong. It's tight. We know everybody that works on our system. They come up, they talk to us. Last year it was 50-50. 50% of the people at our booth were existing customers, 50% were new customers. All of our existing customers want to come talk to us. That's huge. That's a special place in my heart right there. I don't call up Grimco and say, thanks for giving me paint. I don't call up the Trump company or Trump card and go, thanks for moving my package, my box here, and move it from one side to the other of the United States. But they come to us and they talk and they say, hey, it was really cool. We did this. And we figured out our company was this, and they're growing and their development. It's amazing. It's on point. This is an exciting time. It's an exciting time for that. So for us, yeah, we'd love to see our family. We love to create a new family and get it all on there. But at the end of the day, it's just really neat to be there. The energy of the ISA Expo is off the charts. This isn't a plug. This isn't a plug for the ISA Expo. They never asked me to do this. I'm just telling you what it is. The energy of that place is quite amazing. If you want to go learn something, they have classes. I've personally never been to any of the classes. I'm always on the floor. But I hear there's some really good classes they go through. People get a lot out of them. A lot of networking events to meet more people. If you're a new sign owner, you definitely want to come. Meet some old dogs that have been in the trade for a little bit. They're going to give you some tips and tricks. I will tell you that there are more good sign owners that will help you and give you good advice, and there are bad owners that will give you bad advice to try and put you down the wrong path. There are more good people than bad people in this industry. I can vouch for that. So the chance of you finding a good one are pretty high, and they're going to be able to take you another way and learn some stuff. So still got time. Starts on the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. So you guys got 3 weeks. You got a solid 3 weeks to get your tickets, get a hotel room, get over there. But I highly recommend it. This is definitely the pulse of our industry. Talk to you guys next week.